Now let's see how the client and the server should communicate to log in a user. Previously, we looked at the user's endpoint for creating a new user. We have a similar endpoint, that is auth, for managing our authentication sessions. So in order to log in a user, we should send a post request to this endpoint. And in the body of the request, we should have a JSON object with two properties, email and password. If we send a valid email and password combination, the server will give us what we call a JSON Web Token. Let me show you. So send, look at the body of the response. We have this long string. This is a JSON Web Token. You can think of this as an identification card, like a driver's license or a passport. So if the client sends a valid username and password to the server will give the client an identification card. Now in the future, whenever the client needs to call API endpoints that need the user to be authenticated, the client will send this JSON Web Token back to the server. The server will then validate this. If it's a valid JSON Web Token or a valid identification card, then it will execute the client's request. So this is the big picture. Now throughout this section, you're going to learn more about these JSON Web Tokens. For now, just think of them as an identification card, like a driver's license. So next, we're going to modify our login form and send an HTTP request to our auth endpoint.